Now I call upon Dr. Bhavani ma'am to take the this prize memento. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಮೊದಲಿಗೂ ಕೊನೆ ಇರುತ್ತದೆ, ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಕೊನೆಗೂ ಮೊದಲಿರುತ್ತದೆ ಎಂದಿನಂತೆ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಅಂತಿಮ ಘಟ್ಟ ವಂದನಾರ್ಪಣೆಯನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಬೇಕಾಗಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಶ್ಯಾಮಲಮ್ಮ ಎಸ್, ಪ್ರಾಧ್ಯಾಪಕರು ಮತ್ತು ಮುಖ್ಯಸ್ಥರು, ಜೈವಿಕ ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ವಿಭಾಗ, ಸಂಘಟನಾ ಕಾರ್ಯದರ್ಶಿಗಳು, BTFP 22 ರವರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೇನೆ.
Good evening to all. The dignitaries on the dais as well as the off the dais as well as my dear students. I have the pleasant work of proposing vote of thanks. And after organizing this mega event, I have to thank several people. So this has come out so nicely from past 3 days. I am hearing from all the people, ma'am, it's very nice, well organized. So for this, a lot of efforts goes. Okay, so it's not possible from one single person to organize the events like this. So even we organize a small event in our home, that also requires lot of support. And imagine the organizing event like this, inviting several speakers from different places. And you know, none of them have missed. We have invited 34 lead speakers, all of them have presented their talks. So there is nothing like this in any of the symposium. We have not heard that much successful. So for that we are very, very happy. And as one quote says, so we need to listen more and talk less. Okay, so that's what we did for all 3 days. So we were listening to various lead speakers and wonderful works. That too wonderful works starting from plant to animal to fishes to other microorganisms. It was wonderful actually. And I requested all my biotechnology students and even other students also to listen to these talks. I hope all of you have benefited from these talks. So with this, first I would like to thank the guest present for today's function. And suddenly lot of changes happened just after 12:30 onwards. And we invited our Director of Education, Dr. K.C. Narayan Swamy sir, to be the president, but because of some unavoidable situations, he could not come. Anyway, in his absence, I thank him profusely for accepting our invitation. And again, we requested our registrar, Dr. Basvegoda sir, to be the president for this program, and he happily accepted at the last minute. And you are gracing this occasion, sir, and you conducted this program very nicely. We thank you very much on behalf of our all organizing committee as well as from the Department of Plant Biotechnology. And also I am happy to thank our today's chief guest, Dr. K. Srinivas sir. And we were so busy in just calling the lead speakers and doing other things and preparing session details, and we forgot to invite any other chief guests for the valedictory program. This was true, sir, actually. So then we remembered, why not Srinivas sir? Anyway, he is coming to deliver a lead talk from Delhi, and we thought we'll call him only, and suddenly just last week we invited him. So hope, sir, we didn't disturb you. And so he actually happily accepted, and yes, he is with us today. He he conducted a panel discussion in the last session, and we thank you very much, sir, for accepting our invitation and to be with us in this program. And similarly, Dr. K. Narayan Gowda sir, Director of Extension. So I could meet him in several other places other than his chamber. So whenever I went to his chamber, he was not there because he was busy in conducting with the FICCI instrumentation exhibition. So in spite of that, I met sir and I requested, and he is with us today, and he gave us nice speech about how the biotechnology can go to the field level. That's very much required. See, whenever we tell biotechnology, many people talk about what is there from biotechnology to be given to the farmers. But we do have a lot of things that goes to the farmers. Right now with the entrepreneurship program, and that too we have Bionest facility, and sir has highlighted that. Thank you very much, sir. And another, our key officer, Dr. H.C. Prakash sir, Dean PGS, ever smiling, and whenever we go, he will tell, ma'am, you sent some other people, you are tired and you are running around so much. So why are you coming? Ma'am, you can just send a word. Sir, we are very, very happy, and we warmly thank you for your acceptance to be the guest of this program, and we thank you very much, sir. And we also invited Dr. S.V. Suresha, Dean, Student Welfare, and also he could not attend this program because of his preoccupied work, so we thank him. And also our beloved University Head and Administrative Officer, Dr. K. Maradi Kumar sir. So he is ever encouraging. He has 10 hands to say, like, he will be doing so much work, and he'll never get tired. That is another thing we have noticed. He'll never get tired. He'll be working, and he'll be telling all the works also. He'll be assigning all the works also. Ma'am, adaita, idaita, aden madur. Sir, we thank you very much, sir. So we need a leader like you to tell us what to do and how to do. Thank you very much, sir. And so also I would like to thank our Vice Chancellor, Chief Patron of this BTFP 2022, Dr. S. Rajendra Prasad sir, and he has attended the inaugural program, and he has given us a lot of support for inviting all the speakers and also for funding. So I used to go very often and disturb sir to get letters signed for funding to different organizations. To NABARD we have got funding, and for DBT, and so many other organizations. We thank you very much, our Vice Chancellor, in his absence. And also all our patrons of this organizing committee, as well as we have invited jury for judging the oral as well as poster sessions, and they are mainly Mohan Rao, T.H. Ashok, Arivelgan from IHR, Fakhruddin, Chandrasekhar, Venkatreddy, Ramesh, Preeti Singh, Virana, Suresh GS, Narendra Ram, and Rita Shri. And also we thank all our lead speakers for providing us such inspiring talks, and there are 32 lead speakers, and I will not go by each name, as Veena has expressed already all the topics and all the affiliations from which they have attended. And also I would like to thank the people who have worked in Registration and Reception Committee headed by Dr. R. Vasantakumari, and even the Bhavani and her team for conducting the program, for distributing the registration kits very nicely, and also reaching all the materials to all the chairpersons, co-chairpersons, lead speakers, and session moderators, and all other people. We thank you very much. And further, coming to Food and Accommodation and Transportation Committee, this was headed by Dr. K. Maradi Kumar, and it was conducted very efficiently by Dr. Ningaraju, TM, and DC Hanumantappa, and Keshava Reddy. Then coming to Conference Committee, all our department people, namely Dr. Vinay Sanil, Dr. Anita Peter, then Venerlal, Dr. Nagesh SN, Dr. Nageshan, Bhavani, Purnima, and Chavan. So all of them have taken the lead. All of them, actually we had given last date for abstract submission from up to August 20th. Then some people kept on sending abstracts up to August 30th also. So imagine how to finalize these abstracts. And 3-4 days we have sat up to 10 o'clock in the night to finalize these abstracts. So I thank you, all my colleagues for their efforts, tireless efforts in organizing, in bringing out a beautiful compendium of abstracts. And editorial committee, of course, here Dr. Anita Peter was the chairperson, and all other assistant officers from our department were there. And finance committee, it was headed by myself and Dr. Nagesh N, Dr. Nagesh SN, and so many of our students have also helped to mobilize funds from different sources and from different committees. So cultural program, compendium committee was headed by Dr. B.T. Krishna Prasad, and it has come out very nicely, sir. We thank you very much, and also followed by Purnima, Geeta Govinda, and other team members from Hassan. Then we had, we conducted this conference in hybrid mode, both online and offline. So the challenging task was to broadcast, web broadcasting. So that task was taken over by Dr. Ganesh Murthy, Mr. Jabi, Raghavendra from ACMU, Mr. Vinod, our students. These are from our students. Mr. Vinod, Guru Prasad, Vishwas, Muhammad Rabban, Pradeep C, Rajesh, and faculty Ramesh BN, Nagesh SN, and Benerlal. So we thank you profusely for streaming this, all the lead speaks very nicely on the web. Then cultural performance. Yesterday we had a very thrilling evening, and it was wonderful, and this cultural evening was organized by Chavan. So he trained our own students of US Bangalore, both biotech and other departments, as well as students from Hassan. So I thank all the students involved in cultural evening, and also the anchorers, 3 anchorers, they conducted the event very nicely. And also students from agriculture engineering, students from horticulture department, students from soil science and agriculture chemistry, and students from pathology, and students of agriculture biotechnology, college of agriculture, and they were all involved in the program. Then program anchoring, it was excellent by our own students, Ms. Ananya Sinha, Soumya Kumari, Vinod, Supriya, Monica, Yamini, Devraj, Shivalli. It was nice. All the best for you people. Then the lights and sounds were provided by Rajkumar, Junior Engineer, Estate Office, and Mr. Sridhar, Electrician from the Estate Office. We thank you. Coming to the finance. So without money, we'll not be able to do anything. As yesterday, in the inaugural program, our Vice Chancellor was telling, CGM NABARD, Sri Ramesh was there, and our Vice Chancellor was telling to conduct anything or to do any program, finance is required, sir. And DBT, the NABARD has supported for this program also up to 2 lakhs. So we thank NABARD profusely for funding this conference. Followed by NABARD, DBT. DBT has got a separate wing on conference and exhibition travel fund, DBT CTEP. So we just submitted the proposal, and they have funded up to 3 lakhs. So we thank profusely DBT CTEP. Then the companies like Epindoff, Samarth Life Sciences, SBS Scientific Supplies, the industrial and laboratory equipments, Jai Maruti Scientific, Redcliffe Genetics, they have sponsored up to 90,000. Then Medispec, then UAS Teachers Association, Canara Bank, GKVK branch, Shimadju, Toswin Company, then Prashant Book Agency, Byrack, and Measures RR Seeds, Dr. Devraj, our alumni, and K-Tech and Borosil Company. So apart from this, we have also taken help from Bionest, and they have helped us in various ways, starting from pre-conference brochure. So they helped us to get the pre-conference brochure printed. Thank you very much, sir. Then all the secretarial staff involved in this program, all our non-teaching staff in the department, so even they have worked the Saturdays, Sundays, almost from past 1 week, and all of my students, my dear students of biotechnology. So they have helped me to do gardening, especially garden in front of the department, and they have worked, and also in decoration of the department, and in execution of all the sessions. So they were required in all the sessions, so we have drafted them in all the sessions. So you all have done a wonderful work. Thank you very much. both junior MSc students, senior MSc students. I have the list, so because of paucity of the time, I just thank all of you and all the alumni who have participated in this program. See, we have also conducted twin programs, as our Director of Extension told. So this was Silver Jubilee celebration of the Department of Plant Biotechnology, as well as the international conference. We invited a lot of alumni, as well as some alumni like Suhas Nimbalkar and Dinesh. They were also given lead talks. So we thank you very much for your active participation in the event, sir. So I thank all the alumni of the biotechnology department. And the delegates. See, delegates, without delegates, any conference would not be successful. And I thank all the delegates for their active participation for all the 3 days. And I hope this conference has given you a lot of inputs, and hope these inputs will be put to use in your either daily life or in your science field. And apart from that, we have been provided with a nice infrastructure, this auditorium from the estate branch. So they have helped us to keep this auditorium so nicely. All sound system, mic system, and also the estate branch is responsible for providing us the vehicles for ferrying our guests and lead speakers. Then Suvarna Guest House for accommodating all our guests. And we thank Dean PJ's office for providing the conference hall for one of the oral sessions. Then HOD for Department of Extension, Agriculture Extension for providing Dr. R. Dwarakinath Hall for the oral session. Then Farmers Training Institute, head of the Farmers Training Institute UAS for housing some of our students. Then also some schemes provide us the vehicles like Dryland, NSP, IFS scheme, and estate branch. Apart from that, I profusely thank Akimu staff and other people who are involved in live streaming this event. And also I profusely thank the SM Fast Food who catered food for all of us for all these 3 days. So finally, I thank all our staff as well as other people who have helped us to conduct this conference in a grand way. Thank you all.
So far,